Oh man, right. Hello everybody, this is weekly update number 8 and it's actually a reshoot because I'd filmed it before but then the wind outside got in the way, so it's late, so apologies. For those who don't know me, my name's Mark, and for those who do know me, my name's still Mark. I'm a table tennis player and coach from the little town of Keynsham. Yeah, so this week is going to be very content based again. I haven't been playing any table tennis, I haven't been going outside for unnecessary trips. I know people are playing outside at the minute, but you know, I've taken the decision for myself and my family not to go and do that. So yeah, let's get into the content sort of this week, although when you're watching it, it'll be a few weeks back. Let's have a look. So I just want to start off by saying that something that I haven't mentioned before is that Table Tennis England have brought out their infograph for their change in their membership structure. As I mentioned before, they haven't raised their prices this year. They've frozen them because of this horrible outbreak that's happened. So you know, I've said thank you in another video for that. But they have changed their sort of categories and their titles of categories. So in the long run, that will mean that more social type players and parents, etc., can get involved with the governing body of Table Tennis England as a member, and there's different sort of pricing for players looking to step up from social into a sort of club environment. So in the in the long scheme of things, long term picture, it's going to be a lot better and hopefully bring in a bit more money to the sport really, and to our governing body. So really good positive move by Table Tennis England there. So yeah, I'll leave a link below just showing you what that will look like, and yeah, I'm sure plenty more to talk about on that topic in the sort of weeks and years to come, really, as to what sort of impact that will have on our sport. And so Pitching Balls, Talking Balls from 2 Sundays ago, not last Sunday, it was an episode. They had a chap, I'm sorry, I forget the name, of a wider organisation of World Table Tennis on. And they were talking about what the new sort of top level structure is going to be for, sort of international players and sort of having different types of events. So again, a little bit above my station, but it was fascinating to get an insight into what Pitchford and Drinkle thought about those ideas, and how it could benefit their rankings list and get them further up, hopefully. And it opens up a whole new sort of prize pot money, if you like, for top level players. So really interesting content. Like I say, not strictly linked to what I'm trying to promote on this channel, but if you want an insight into that, again, the link will be below to their YouTube channel, and definitely worth a check out. And so on to the premium table tennis talk show, the Ping Pong Show. This week last Friday, just gone, it was hosted by Liam, and he basically had a panel of a couple of up-and-coming, up-and-coming players, I should say, and a couple of coaches, just talking about the different pathways that a young table tennis player can take to then try and have a future in the game, whether that will be playing abroad, for that future, or indeed in England, hopefully, with coaching opportunities. So they went through several different organisations here in England to sort of aspire to go and get an education and to play full-time table tennis. So yeah, really interesting topics, really interesting discussion there. So do make sure you check out them. And yeah, it was just fascinating to see the sort of enthusiasm and the sort of passion for the game that England actually has, which again, any suggestions that the Ping Pong Show makes will get fed on to Table Tennis England for hopefully the better sort of enjoyment and better infrastructure for table tennis here in the UK. So yeah, really, really positive show in all fairness. So yeah, make sure you go check that out. There's going to be a lot of links in the description this week, as you can imagine. Like I said, I had to reshoot this video, so yeah, I'm kind of going back over my notes whilst sort of talking to you guys here. So yeah, I appreciate you guys following me so far on my little journey on YouTube, if you like, and on my socials. All of my social links are in the description if you want to reach out, say hello. Also do, if you can, press a like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and sort of gauges in the comments really as to what you guys like hearing about. So yeah, make sure you do that for me. I really appreciate that. Alright, so back to it really. What else has happened? So I had a little catch up with my table tennis mentor, if you like. It was online but not recorded, the Saturday just gone. Just really to catch up and learn a little bit more about locally here in sort of Keynsham and the Bath area as to where my young sort of players can go and expand their game. Very similar to the ping pong show as to what pathways I can put some of these youngsters onto. Because sort of last year in the league we had Seacos and Humble join our C team, and they'll obviously be thinking about higher education soon. And also we've got a couple more youngsters coming through the club as well, sort of 4 of them in total really. And just kind of seeing what opportunities there are out there locally for them to get involved with. So that was really handy to sort of hear that. And I want to keep referring back to people with more experience than me to try and help out the people in and around me. So it's really positive, and lots of opportunities there. I'm very excited to announce them as and when they happen. But definitely with Keynsham Table Tennis Club, I want to try and build it into something that has a bit of a pathway, whether that be just local league, or whether it can go any further for those, not necessarily just young players, but anyone who wants to aspire to be better than they are. A little hub and a community to help them do that really. So it's pretty exciting for me to catch up with someone more experienced than myself. So looking forward to doing more of the same very, very soon. And so also on this YouTube channel, you would have noticed obviously a lot of longer form content through the table tennis chats that I've done. I've got another one ready in the pipeline to edit, and I think we've got about 4 of them up already. And in particular the Tim Cahill one, not the Australian football legend, but the legend in Bath table tennis, has done really, really well. Lots of views, lots of positive comments and feedback on it. So really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch that bit of longer form. Moving forward to the channel, I think there's going to be more of the same of that. Like I said, I've got one in the pipeline with my good friend Dave Carter. That's going to be coming up very soon, Dave. Then just exploring not just people that I know, but kind of branching out into the wider table tennis community and speaking to them really. So watch this space. And again, at the end of Tim's episode, if you want to just skip forward to the end, there's he got an opportunity to ask me some questions, and again there's my sort of vision for the channel with sort of more introductory videos, and again a little bit more longer form, maybe not as long as sort of 50 minutes, but certainly a good sort of 20 minutes of content to really get into, because YouTube is becoming more and more like TV at the moment. And it's very humbling that you guys want to watch what I'm sort of trying to promote and say. So really exciting, even more locally, on this channel and in the local area. So really, really positive. What else has happened? Let me think. Matthew Daish has put out his 3rd and final sort of video for becoming a pro, his sort of story on how he became a pro, with his friend, who I've remembered the name this time, Craig Gascoigne. And they basically just chat and talk about what it is to become a pro, how they got there, and sort of what keeps them going really. So 3 really great videos from Matthew there. Make sure, again, there's going to be links below. Make sure you go and check that out, because it gives a unique insight into a very forward-thinking 19-year-old and what his sort of plans are, hopefully. And fingers crossed he continues to do well in this new season, whenever that starts, and possibly the England, Table Tennis England, and Gavin and that can take a serious look at him and give him a sort of goal to strive towards, hopefully, and feel part of that England team, fingers crossed. I mean, again, I don't know how he's played, I haven't seen him before, but if you've got a European sort of ranking already, youth ranking, then it's got to be worth a look, because like the whole top level thing has been saying that they need a bigger talent pool. So fingers crossed for players like Matthew and some of the up and coming ones, especially from Bristol, like Lewis Price. If he goes abroad, hopefully this next year, to do his studies and his table tennis, and that'd be great for him as well. Which brings it on nicely, actually. We got the TTD team. How can I forget that? They've put out another episode of their junior sort of team sort of footage with Lewis Price featuring on there. Again, honestly, great content for table tennis, and genuinely sort of brings the interest into table tennis in the UK. So Dan Ives has done an absolutely fantastic job. Again, another local lad to this area. Really interesting stuff. Again, I'm going to keep it real local because we seem to be doing a lot of stuff down here. Is Everything Table Tennis. So that's with Ali Pearson. I've been chatting to him a little bit, sort of in private messages, and he's doing some great stuff with creating a website for table tennis, for clubs to help promote themselves. He's also just starting a lot of YouTube video and content himself, so you know it's going to be great to see some more of that from Ali. And yeah, you might even see a cameo from a certain table tennis enthusiast on there. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that in the sort of coming weeks, really. I think that's pretty much everything. I will just check back on my video that I did record with the horrible wind factor. So I'm going to put that in right now, if there is. Yeah, so I almost forgot, Rory Scott has had another YouTube video out with one of my favourite foreign table tennis players. I think probably the only foreign table tennis player that I properly follow, who's Wally Green, basically, US player. So he actually founded Spin Table Tennis Nightclub over in New York, and Rory managed to get him on his show with a couple of other guests, one being a chap from Table Tennis England, I think, who sits on the sort of board there. So again, discuss a range of topics. I'm going to link it below because it's been a week now, so I have to try and remember what was said on there. But yeah, really engaging with Wally in particular, sort of telling his story of, you know, how he kind of came into the sport. And, you know, he came in quite late, at sort of 18, 19-year-old, I think it was. I might have got that wrong, mind. But yeah, so it was unique. And again, the Table Tennis England guy, he was very open to hearing different ideas and suggestions, and you know how we can improve the sport. So you know, it's only a positive getting people like that on these sort of chat shows. I don't think it'll be for sort of my content to have guests like that on there at this stage. But yeah, honestly, really great content, Rory. Keep up the great work, and yeah, everyone go and check that out now if you can, really. Yeah, make sure you just keep talking about table tennis out there. I know it's very hard with not playing. The government, you know, have not been too clear about when we can go back to indoor sports. As this video is being recorded late, they have actually said that from the 25th onwards, gyms can tentatively become open in the UK, 25th of July that is. So I don't know what that will look like or feel for my stuff locally, or what it would mean for leagues. Hopefully the leagues can then start on time in sort of September, but again, that really is breaking news as of sort of late yesterday into today, really. So yeah, probably in my weekly update number 9. Hopefully I can try and get that out towards the end of this week to cover this last week. And yeah, hopefully be a bit clearer. But yeah, it's kind of, for me, sort of talking to the guys that are in the hall from, and yeah, seeing how we get on from there. But yeah, that's everything from me today, guys, I think. So yeah, enjoy yourselves, stay safe. I've been Mark. Cheers.